what Pulse Mafia is, it's pretty much everything DeFi, just wrapped in a game, right? It's just wrapped in a game. So it's literally staking, NFTs, earning yield, NFT marketplaces. As part of that, then you have the metaverse. So literally in the metaverse, you can create a character. When you have your character, you can go and you can do various things in this metaverse. You'll be able to do heists. You'll be able to do organized smuggling as part of a family or as a rogue player. So you can do all of these things, and all of these things just earn you yield through a series of RNGs that we have from some of our previous projects. You're earning in-game cash, and this in-game cash is ratioed and tied to the Mafia token, which is an external token on a DEX, right? As we get closer to game launch, there's going to be bullets and health tokens also, which are traded on a DEX. So if you just want to speculate on the Mafia, on the fact that enough people will come to play this game, therefore the price goes up, you can do that. Or what we've seen so far on Pulse Mafia, for example, we've got like 25 different families. So groups of players have got together, they've created these families, and what these families are doing is ultimately fighting over territory. And then that territory, one will earn them yield through all of these various mechanics that we were talking about. But the ultimate goal for a family, I guess, is to take control of what we call the vault. So the Mafia token itself has buy and sell taxes, which keeps the in-game economy moving. And those buy and sell taxes go into a vault. Right now, we're just pushing, I think in the next 2 or 3 days, we'll probably have hit 7 billion pulse inside that vault, right? Which is about 350K right now, I think. And that's based on pulse price at the moment. And every week that vault will pay out 10% of its total value to the top 5 families in the game. Okay, so as it stands right now, those families will be getting $35,000 to split between them in pulse. And then they can literally choose whatever they want to do with that, right? They can choose to reinvest it in more opportunity within the game to strengthen up their numbers, to make sure that they are guaranteed the next week's payment from the vault, or they can literally just walk away with the pulse and do what they want, right? But what we've seen already, there's the family dynamics, and this is exactly where SocialFi comes into it. The majority of the game is actually being played right now, like within the Telegram chats. That's where everyone are having their private conversations, their strategy calls, all of these things. So we've seen already this, from the 1,000+ players that we currently have already signed up to play the game. They're all already chatting all their strategy and doing all the things. So real relationships are being made. There's people that have been talking now for 3 or 4 months that they had no idea who they were before. Maybe they were in one of our previous projects. Maybe they came from other ecosystems within Pulsechain. Maybe they actually came from even outside, right? Because this game is also played on BNB as BNB Mafia.
Oh, really?
It's basically the same game on 2 chains. And then when Chainlink's CCIP comes around properly, then we can extend that to other blockchains. And then we can actually have different blockchains playing against each other. So we can have a family on Pulse playing against a family on Base, for example.
That's really interesting. So let me see if I understand this. You play the game. It seems to be like, just to put it in more layman's terms, kind of that Clash of Clans style, where it's kind of that bird's eye view. You kind of build buildings, collect, expand your land kind of thing. You earn in-game currency. That in-game currency can be exchanged for Mafia. Is that right? Yeah,
you can exchange it on the way out. You can sell it within the game itself as well.
And with Mafia, let's see if I remember this correctly. 4% buy tax, 16% sell tax.
Yeah, that's right.
That goes to
into the vault
Pulse treasury, the vault, which is the Pulse treasury, just under 7 bill Pulse, and that is then redistributed to the top players, the top teams,
to the top 5 families controlling territory. So it's in the family's interest to either one of 2 things, actually, to play nice, get along, so everyone has their vault position secured, or as we start to see new players and new families come on board, they might say, hey, look, this number 1 family is actually earning, $20,000 a week. Let me go and take on these guys, take on these players, and see if I can take that top spot. So within the game, you can actually kill other players. You can take them on. You know, you can organize a hit. You can go and kill them. You can go to one of the biggest families and try and take down their Don, for example. Try and take down the top member, and automatically you become the top member.
That's really, really interesting. I like that quite a bit.